Thank you, David. Thank you to the faculty and staff. Hello to my fellow dogs. Let's go. I love hearing the barking out there. I didn't know I was coming in here, and I'm going to get off script immediately. There's a bar. I've never been in here and actually noticed things except the band, or I was on this side of the microphone playing a show, but this is what a hell of a place to have a commencement. So, it's an honor to be here. David touched on some things. Yes, I'm a songwriter. I'm a producer. I'm a publisher, a manager. Played Again Entertainment. 2020, a full-service record label. I wear many hats. And I have been coming to the UGA music business, to speak to the UGA music business class since 2007, I think. When Bruce Birch was down here. Until today, I've only had the chance to speak to you as students. Some green, wide-eyed hopes and dreams, conquering the world. But never have I been given the chance to address you under these exciting circumstances. One time, Barbie, he brought the class out to the middle of a field. Where was it? Colbert, Georgia, right outside of Athens here. And he wanted me and Luke Bryan to speak to the class. This was right before one of our farm tour shows, so we had a little touch of the Athens flu. And I can assure you we didn't drop a lot of knowledge on the class that day. But I tell you what I do remember. I remember asking the class to raise their hand if they wanted to be a songwriter. I'd say 10 or 12 raised their hand. And I looked at them and I said, so you want to be a songwriter? You want to be a songwriter? You want to be a songwriter? Yes, yes, yes. And I said, well, you're looking at your competition right now. It's me and it's this guy. And I pointed at Luke. And the reason I did that, also, I did say this too. I said, we love Georgia people, but you come up in Nashville, you're going to run into a lot of Tennessee fans, and they're not as friendly as we are. But the reason I did that is I wanted to give them a big dose of reality. And now that time is here, where you're going to take everything you've learned, all the tools that UGA's equipped you with, and go and chase your dreams. Well, I want you to know that you're ready. And don't be scared. Be excited. These are exciting times for you, and I'm especially excited for you as well. My buddy Kirby Smart, he says all the time, pressure is a privilege. I've been in the music business for 20 years now, and I tell you, he's right. Before I moved to Nashville, I told my dad, hey, Daddy, I'm moving to Nashville. You know, like it wasn't a big deal. I quote what he said. He said, he looked at me like I was crazy, and he said, don't call me in 6 months when your tail's tucked. Well, he's an Auburn grad, so I didn't really listen to him, obviously. But what he didn't realize is he lit a fire in me. He lit a fire in me that still burns inside today, right now. And that was probably the first time that I felt some real pressure. Pressure to prove something to myself. Pressure to prove something to him, to my family, to my friends in Albany, Georgia, where I'm from. I remember the first time I walked on stage to receive my very first #1 plaque for a song I wrote for Keith Urban and Brad Paisley. Just an old country boy from Southwest Georgia. Moved up to Nashville with $700, dream. That's all I had in my pocket. But I knew right then and there I'd beaten the odds. And there was my dad standing out in the crowd. He had this big giant grin on his face. And the fire he lit was now blazing. And he later did tell me that he was eating crow and enjoying every bite. When David first emailed me to give this speech, shockingly to myself, I'm a very outspoken person, I didn't reply to his email for about 10 days. I looked at it and I stared at the damn thing and I said, I knew it was a yes, you know. I knew I wanted to come here and speak to you. I'm a songwriter. I'm an in the trenches, tell a story about the life I lived the way I feel like saying it kind of songwriter. but to write a speech for UGA's finest and give you some real life advice, that just was wild and foreign to me. But here we are. So I started thinking about how I approach a song when I'm writing. And I thought about how I want my song to hit that listener when they hear it for the first time. Are the lyrics going to make them laugh, make them cry? Maybe both. Are they going to hum my melody later walking around in the grocery store? Play it over and over driving home? Put it on repeat. Then I thought about how this speech was going to hit you. I've written some bad songs. Written some good songs. Some songs that I'm really proud of. Some songs that people really seem to like. And definitely some that people do not like. And they do not hesitate to vehemently tell me through Instagram and Facebook. That's all right, though. Sometimes a polarizing disruptor like myself can cut through to different genres. But I say to you, life is a song. And congratulations, you just wrote the first verse of your song. There are a few points I want to make to you today. The best way I can relate it to you is in the language I speak. I speak music. You speak music. The whole world speaks music. Before I get into that, I want you to think about these people over here. I want you to think about your parents, your grandparents, your loved ones, your siblings that supported you to get through this journey, through UGA. And some of you might have paid for your own way. Probably a bunch of you did. But give them a round of applause, please. They had you back. And unless you're a young Sheldon and you skipped a grade, every graduate in this room is. Let's go. Well, when I was here, I missed out on that. But I promise you, it never gets old. Every time they hit the field in those silver britches, you feel like you're in college, I promise you. So, wherever life takes you, whatever job title you hold, city or country you land in, accolades you achieve, when you start writing that second verse of your life, get to that chorus. I got a few things I think might help you. I think the word no is the most powerful word in the English dictionary. You hear a lot of people saying, don't take no for an answer. Well, I truly believe that. Don't. I think if you believe that what you're doing is right, keep doing it. And for me, I can relate it to a song. I wrote my own kind of songs. I didn't care what anybody thought. I did it. I beat down the door. I want you to beat down the door until somebody listens to your song. I want to tell you a quick story about Harlan Howard, Hall of Fame songwriter, one of my heroes. I think David said, how many songs have I written? I said 3,000. I think he's actually, there's people up there. Hey. I think Harlan might have actually had 3,000 songs recorded. That's insane. Well, one day, Harlan was sitting at the bar, the Longhorn Steakhouse in Nashville, Tennessee. Longhorn was right by Music Row, and all the songwriters gathered there, myself included. Have a drink after your writing session. Everybody was there. You'd have artists, music execs, managers, wannabes, everybody. Well, this one day in particular, Harlan was sitting by this young writer, and man, he had had enough. He was complaining. He was going on about how great his songs were, and he didn't get respect, and he thought that, he should have more songs recorded. And this kid was about to give up, y'all. He was about to pack it up, move back home wherever he came from. He was done. Harlan didn't say a word. He just sat there and listened. And I'm sitting there going, I know he's listening. Well, he took a big sip of his whiskey drink, and he leaned over to that guy, and he said, nobody called for you. I'll tell you what he meant by that. He meant nobody invited him to Nashville. Nobody asked him to be a part of the music business. That guy chose to come up there and chase his dream. And it wasn't going to be easy. So the graduates out there, remember, whatever career you choose, it's not going to be easy. Remember, nobody called for you. If it's tough, keep on writing those bad songs until you get to the good ones. I'm telling you, in any business, if you take no for an answer, you will not be successful. I certainly wouldn't be standing here today if I took no for an answer. I want to encourage you to do something that makes you happy. Moms and dads, some of you have been grooming your fine young daughters and sons to follow in your footsteps, maybe. Maybe since they were born. I get it. I got 3 kids. I would love nothing more than them to take over my company and become a cool songwriter and have some hits one day like their daddy did. And, you know, I'm drifting here on you because I wanted to add this. I love Georgia and the state of Georgia and the University of Georgia so much that my youngest child, my daughter, actually named her Georgia. So, no dogs. But you know, I was able to choose her name. What I won't be able to choose is what makes her happy. So, parents, you might not want to hear this, but I tell you, you graduates, making someone else happy will not make you happy. Go do what you want to do. I come from a family of lawyers and dentists. Not a music bone in my body, not genetically anyway. But that wasn't for me. That would not have made me happy. However, I have needed some legal counsel along my journey. In fact, from my dad and an attorney right here in Athens. This place called Gumby's Pizza opened up, and it was penny beer night. Can you imagine getting beer for a penny? It happened right here. I think my tab was about $8. No, it was actually 24 cents. I'm doing the math there. I know they did. So I'm exaggerating, but not really. On a serious note, trust me when I tell you, find something that makes you happy. And by the way, it's nice to get paid too. Yeah. So graduates, when you find a profession that makes you happy, be the best at it. Work harder than anybody in your field. I've had songs go to the top of the chart, songs I've written, songs I've published. It's not because I'm the best songwriter out there. I am blessed. I don't suck at writing. But to be honest, when I got to Nashville, I simply outworked the competition. I was a man of action. I wanted something so bad, and I went out there and I got it. My first publishing deal had a minimum delivery requirement of 12 wholly written songs. That's 24 two-ways and 36 three-way co-writes. I thought it was a misprint in my contract. So I went and wrote 150 songs that year. And then the next, and the next, and the next. Work hard, y'all. Trust me, work hard. You're doing it already. Do the duty that lies nearest. Take care of what's most important first. You just got a 4-year degree from the University of Georgia, the best university in the country. Take that same work ethic into the world, and I think you'll be surprised at how great you can be. My mom always said, the harder you work, the luckier you get. I don't believe in luck, but I did take those words to heart. And the harder I worked, the more success I had. Get out there and network. Ask questions if you don't know the answer. Surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. People that can do things you can't do. Work your ass off. Good things will happen. And when they do, stay humble. I want to share with you some words from philosopher Sir Thomas Carlyle. He said, man is like a minnow in a creek who understands his immediate surroundings but does not understand the reality of the broader universe. And what that means to me is we're all small fish swimming in a big pond. But through the grand circulation of water, A small ripple can become a wave, affecting something much greater than ourselves. So no matter what goals you achieve, who you become in this world, do not rest on your laurels. There's always more work to do. And I'm excited for all of you. I'm excited to see what UGA's class of 24 is going to do. Don't take no for an answer. Find something that makes you happy. Work hard at it and stay humble. UGA Terry College of Business, Music Business Class of 2024. Congratulations. I wish you all the best, and it's time to go finish writing your song. Thank you.
Thank you, Dallas. That was fantastic.